children, this is Auntie Marianah, and the Missy Mouse stories I am going to read are written by Lois Strachan, and just like Missy Mouse, she is also blind. You can learn more about her book on her website at missy-mouse.com. Our story is from the series The Adventures of Missy Mouse, and today Missy Mouse goes to the park. Early one morning, Missy Mouse woke up and jumped out of bed. Although Missy was blind and could not see the sun, as she opened the curtain, she could feel the warm sunlight on her face. She smiled. "Good morning, sun. What a beautiful day it is. Just perfect for a walk to town, I think." And she left her little cottage, and Missy Mouse carefully locked the door. Then she turned, and holding her white stick in front of her, she walked quickly down the pathway through the little wooden gate and out into Bramley Lane. It was a quiet little country lane with very few cars, but Missy listened carefully as she walked, just in case. She turned to walk down Dandelion Road. Missy Mouse walked down the hill towards the town. She could smell different flowers as she walked along the pavement. There were roses, lavender, and many others. It was a lovely spring day. Missy could hear many different sounds as well. Birds were singing happily from the trees, and the leaves rustled in the breeze. As she neared town, Missy could hear the sound of traffic from the busy streets. Missy swung her white stick lightly in front of her, with the tip just touching the ground. Clunk! The end of her white stick hit something hard and quite hollow from the sound of it. Missy Mouse felt it with her stick. She could feel that it was big and round, and she realized that it was a big rubbish bin standing on the pavement. Missy Mouse walked around the bin. "How did you work out what that was, Missy? That was very clever of you." It was the voice of the hairdresser who had been watching from her shop. Missy explained how the white stick had helped her find out the shape and size of the bin and what it was. Then she said goodbye and walked on. "Good day, Missy Mouse, and how are you this fine morning?" "I am well, thank you, Mr. Banker. Isn't it a wonderful day? I am on my way to meet my friend Mistress Kit at the park. So I'm afraid I can't stay to talk. Kit worries if I'm late." The banker laughed and said, "Goodbye then. Enjoy your walk." And he climbed into his car and drove off. The sounds of traffic whizzed past Missy. Suddenly, there was an alarmed shout from the roadside, and Missy was drenched in water. A fireman apologized to her as he hurried across the street to help her. "Oh, I'm so sorry, Missy Mouse. I simply did not see you there. Oh dear, and now you are all wet. I really should be more careful." "Oh, it's not as bad as it seems," smiled Missy. "And besides, I'll soon dry in the sun. Don't worry, I am fine." She walked on, leaving the fireman and his bright, shiny fire engine behind her. He started to polish his fire engine, whistling happily. Missy Mouse came to the road that she had to cross to get to the park. She was quite close now. She stood and waited, remembering being taught to always look right, left, and right again before crossing the road. Missy did the same thing, but by listening for the sounds of passing traffic. A bus and 2 cars drove past. She waited until it was quiet, then crossed quickly, still listening for cars. Missy Mouse knew the fence of the park led directly to the park entrance, where she was to meet her friend. She trailed her fingers lightly along the iron fence as she walked, making a soft drumming sound as her fingers hit each pole. Missy was a little worried. She hoped her friend, Mistress Kit, would be at the park entrance to help her. It was a big park, and if they did not meet at the front gate, it would be difficult for her to find her friend. As she reached the front gate, Mistress Kit was there to meet her. "Hello, Missy Mouse! It's a lovely spring day for our walk through the park." Kit smiled as she held Missy's hand. "Why are you so late? I was getting a little worried." Missy Mouse greeted her friend and apologized for being late. As they walked through the park, Missy Mouse told her friend about all the people she had met on her journey, and they spoke about all the exciting adventures that were still to come. The end. Until next time, it's goodbye for now from Auntie Marianah.
These stories are read by Marianah Lourens with permission from the books The Adventures of Missy Mouse, written by Lois. The stories are recommended for children between the ages of 3 and 9 and anyone else young at heart. The Missy Mouse books are available for purchase from Amazon.com or Missy Mouse's website at missy-mouse.com. The title music, titled Amber, Tuesday's Child, is also her composition. Illustrations for the books were created by Coleen Gomes. Should you wish to learn more about Lois and her best-selling memoir, A Different Way of Seeing, a blind woman's journey of living an ordinary life in an extraordinary way, you can visit her website, loisstrachen.com, and subscribe to her blog, Beyond Sight.